Suddenly, zywoo is going to feel like he is too exposed, so understandably dropping towards pit. His dualies, they go down with nothing. Flamez from inside of the site dropped out. We do get Apex with a wonderful peek out from library with a player breathing down his back in broky. He gets out and ahead of the hit.
Looking for a timing on this smoke. It could be his head. It is. He gets domed by broky.
Oh, good trade back from spinx though. Frozen into the clutch in the first round of the grand finals. And he tucks it in. And they've lost track of him, but there's two of them. And they're both fully health, and they've both hit hard so far this event. Nice push! Glock up close! Falls to the hands of spinx. It's Vitality with CT. Great minds of Apex and karrigan, both of them kind of going through the same motions, implementing new stars. Flamez falling back, done after the one. Speaking of Frozen, he does get his kill, and Apex doesn't like the amount of health he's left over, so they fall back 2-2 to the sites.
It's an effortless high-low setup here with the cover being in the perfect position. Flamez could actually afford to that. He even gets a kill, so that helps out a lot.
Volley front sight, which means spinx can just stay locked in. And Apex buying a lot of time before that one goes down. They're gonna have to charge through it. Rain down to just measly points of health, and spinx is a single kill. Remember, 10 health here for Apex. If he wants to charge down this bomb, it's little bits of HP, and he can't stop it. So we've got a force buy bomb down post plant for Faze, and they're not able to get off site. Karrigan trades right back, and zywoo's up next, there to take them both down. His SMG succeeds, but it's a he who stands just behind zywoo. The one who casts the greatest shadow for this squad, and now he's just tucked down behind box. They get really deep before any CT starts to try and pull them back. Beautiful delay here, and one player gets called, but they do clear two, then three. Frozen's double, but the smoke comes up, and now Frozen stuck inside sight, goes for the bomb plant, gun comes out. There's a gap on the side of this, I think. zywoo presses alongside, sure enough, just coming out and catching Frozen on timing.
Yeah, that was brave. They couldn't go through the smoke right away.
You know, that'll now be ropz in this instance, in this head-to-head, who's on the other side from the front line. Flamez onto Frozen to kick it off, and good grenade damage as well. There's a little bit of a chase here from karrigan. He has found timing that could very well catch a half-health Flamez off guard. Yes, karrigan wastes no time getting into the site. broky, instant headshot. Just like that, B-site crumbles.
Yeah, that's it. That's an off-game plan play out of karrigan. Just heads up. Decided to make the decision. Wasn't spotted and noticed that they were in the middle of rotating out. That's something that he needed to do.
karrigan smelling blood in the water on the B-site. Even with his support in broky being half health because of the grenade, karrigan still tries to make that happen. And with it, Faze's fourth round is the first on the board.
This is why we always talked about them as LAN clan. And those are the kind of plays that they're willing to make. And it's not actually karrigan who is often the one to make the play. It's everybody else who has the ability to come forward with an aggressive lurk. For ropz to peek out of halls, for Twist to try to peek something as well. And karrigan can do it too. You know, this is Faze showing the range. More than just a game plan team, more than just a system that executes. There are 5 autonomous day, looking for a slightly better day, but they survived anyway. Opening here for zywoo, but it's not on ropz, right? That's the important thing. It's not on ropz inside of mid as the lurk. It's just on Rain. So their plan's still under guys. Exec coming, 2v4 in the site.
Apex again looking to support Flamez in the back site, but dies to the smoke spam. Flamez looking to carve a player off the top, but it's just the pit push first. karrigan on smoke, gets himself a second. I mean, he's off to the races. 6-3 start.
That's something really smart that Faze do. Everybody is playing off the coffin smoke in the exact same way right now. We saw what zywoo did from that position. This is so key, that Faze. They jumped up for a second, but they didn't commit over like you would in CSGO. Now, is there a chance that they go for this retake? It looks like they're intent on punishing exits. It's 3v3, lots of time left on the clock, but they're walking away from this one. So again, if we compare this to previous rounds, CSGO, you jump up oranges, you clear it as your teammates go all the way across to the grill, and then you start to clear the back of the site. You punish the left side peak from the top of oranges from quad, you punish the right side peak from grill, and then you take the site. But in CS2, that smoke is so poofy from coffins, it's working out very well for the CTs to push out. And if they committed, Flamez would have definitely got a pick off. And he has been swinging it lately.
Yeah, but nobody...
Oh my god, they're trying it again, but guns out this time? Yeah, they're just more careful.
zywoo will miss a shot, and spinx is instantly dead. But mezii's position with this SMG, he could just peek off the side of it. No second kill out of him. zywoo in the pocket, the most dangerous man in the server, and Apex has come through already. Missed quick scope, desperate bomb plant, zywoo's burning!
That's big.
Almost dead, 4 health left, all he has to work with. We're gonna get a slow wrap as ropz looks for the impact, and zywoo, he can sense him, but he can't see him. ropz comes wide, gets the clear, and now the last CT's slow to the approach. flamez off of middle, both of these T's for Faze in the pocket.
He can give him full info, at least.
It's gonna have to be sick headshots coming out of flamez here. A close approach. The lead is on the line. Faze tie at 3.
Oh man, are Faze gonna have more fight this match?
With 2 players behind boxes. Right now it's top orange. Karrigan snaps up, gets there.
Oh, and they don't even try it because last time broky was posted on this angle. Karrigan with 2.
Another double for Karrigan on the B play. Sure, he'll expose to zywoo on the cross, but now that the smoke's there, there shouldn't be an issue. Just don't jump up. broky almost offering a second. Now, you've got ropz tagged, you've got broky tagged. That's zywoo setting up the pistols. Oh, frozen. Just sends a couple rounds through smoke and takes the head off.
This is massive for karrigan's story at this event. This is a great way to start this map. And him being the tip of the spear on that first walk-in is where they started, and now they're 4 rounds back on the comeback. Don't think this is going to happen, mezii, but let's see if he can get any punishes. He's dancing with death right now, but I think there is an incentive here for the CTs to try to get a kill because almost every round so far has been 2 or less alive for Faze. This will be the first.
That's Apex, but now it's versus zywoo. Oh, Karrigan.
He's finding all the timings right now.
And he's able to jump into the arch. Perfect space creation here from Karrigan. He has the CT player scrambled. Suddenly, Apex versus Karrigan and Spawn. I mean,
They're looking for him now. His team wasn't ready to exec, but he's broken apart the structure a little bit.
He was so fast, but as is spinx getting back into his slot towards this A site, if they think they can just overwhelm, the numbers are here for the defense. mezii pulling rain off of the approach. Now, half of the pack still stays back, but ropz will hold the front line. And it's man advantage CTs for now, but it's delayed.
Yeah, they need to be prudent about their rotations and still get information, and they do that, but broky trades back.
There we go, an op kill for broky. We've been waiting to see it, and now he finds his mark.
And you can see flamez, he's looking for the arch timing. They don't know if the lurk is coming in, but 45 seconds, and time is limited here for Faze. The lane retake is massive for Vitality's information.
Frozen looking for the headshot. Ooh, and as he looks away and gets dinked, it is a perfect shot from broky.
Oh, now they need a massive failure to lose, right? We've got 2 players who are just confirmed to be dinked. But 20 seconds, they gotta go.
And they're gonna have to run. They're gonna have to throw caution to the wind, and this will bring them straight to the crosshair of flamez. This should be an easy pushover. Sure enough, bomb hits the deck. Second one's dead. The dink set him up.
Yeah.
This feels like it's Faze walking into the meat grinder. But there's a chance for Rain to bring it back. A duel that he loses. spinx ready for another, but broky gets the better of him. It's a single man advantage, but it's 20 seconds. Dire straits. And Apex remains in sight as mezii looks to hold the line. broky's fixated on him. He hit him through the wall. mezii's damaged.
Again?
broky 2 shots through the wall and another on the site. Just like that, the opper makes the difference. But the round's not over. We've got Vitality nearby. Vitality pressed through, spotted out. broky's in the open. Down he goes to his counterpart. No way karrigan can do this again. He shoots, and zywoo closes.
Another clutch.
spinx ready with support behind him. The smoke does section them off, but it's only the single.
It's only the single. That's a consistent thing here for Vitality. Faze getting the X Factor frags. It's a great trade back.
Of responsibility for zywoo right now. Solo banana hold. And a whole pack of Faze clan coming his way, but show him a shoulder and he'll take your soul. It's frozen down and everybody else on the chase. A fast rotation back from flamez. zywoo hits that. Spam comes through. You cannot move this guy. You cannot best him. Your pistols mean nothing in the face of the best.
The wide left side peek.
Not a single shot missed in that sequence. Avi. But it's off of the back of a zywoo 12-4 start. B site closed. Nades too deep.
How many smokes are we going to go through in this game?
He's doing it again.
They're watching for pushes this time around. Surely it doesn't work out. Surely it doesn't work out.
Apex senses it. Smoke starts to fade on the edge, gets a little squirrely. Another one goes down. The pack is right there. But Apex cools him off and takes the risk of running it back into the corner. I mean, sitting in front of the smoke here.
Lurking in front of the smoke in a situation like this is maybe a liability. Like they're a 5v3 up right now. They just want to punish any risky plays that Faze want to try to do.
But it's both sides of the brackets to get pinched, and then Apex comes around and clears the board. Shut down on the B site by... Blind as a bat, zywoo survives it. Oh God, they're just gonna keep pushing forward, and mezii, easy pickings for the double. Now he's starting to miss, and with those first misses, at least Frozen gets in. He left the door open for the Faze push. Broky and Frozen again in the 2vx. Final round of the half, and the nades are fantastic. Broky blown to smithereens, and the new kid on the block. Waited a long time to put on this jersey. Mac 10 in hand, softened up by Apex. He can sense him. And he has certainly softened him up. You can see the desperation of Frozen as he hides into the back of the bomb site now. Only 10 HP. Nice things coming through from the Mac 10, but it is indeed a resurgence.
I want to say, you know, not a real thorough game plan outside of that. They were just ready to follow up. And maybe they're happy about the fact that they got these 4 rounds. I'm not sure.
Ooh, ropz, no trade off that. ropz and Faze staring down the barrel of another 4. Faze gotta do something crazy. And losing Rain in the bomb site, all of a sudden losing the little runway they had to work with. Frozen does manage to catch one on the CT cross. And then ropz wins his duel versus the Lurk on A.
Wait a second.
Broky's going over coffins. Oh! Broky just like that.
He sets it up.
Flamez peeking deep, and they didn't see him. ropz now holds the door, and it's Flamez just like that to bring it back to the 1v1. It's Flamez versus Frozen. And he's on top of the bomb, halfway there already. He comes off of it because he hears the footsteps. This is a song of ice and fire, and Flamez goes back around to CT. Time on his side. Time decides. It's Flamez to get the final laugh.
Oh, he has the final note. Put enough pressure back in certain situations. They've got you figured out. So Faze make a blind rotation over towards the A site.
Oh!
Okay, ropz doesn't need to see a thing.
Why the hell not? But still so much work to do. You know, you count your lucky stars with that one. Another smoke in the face as well. Vitality not playing any games, not letting this one slide.
They've come over to try to make it painful. I think that's the only thing they can attempt now. Surely not going to be able to win this round. No kits, no armor, no utility. There will be no ninjas. Now they're trying to block off every single exit points, okay? But spinx opens one back up. They aren't ready to go through halls. And the high health players can stay alive in the pit. We're looking for HEs, an extra shot here or there.
One USP ding.
Yeah, exactly.
Would have brought somebody down, but it is 4 up and the board swept by Faze.
They're so good right now, man. Vitality are so good right now.
Through, Broky, beautiful lineup, easy does it. Then a peek off of the short side, but that end gets punished. It's ropz in the depths of the site, regaining vision, but losing his head as Flamez knocks him out.
Oh man, that's it. That's all they get. They die in lane, they die on sight.
It's great utility pressure, right? The flashbangs coming out from Vitality.
Yeah, it's incredible for them. I'm literally cheering for Faze just to make this game closer. This is their first rifle in the second half. And it falls completely flat. No utility to go for this. Vitality will take to 11 now. 2 rounds away from closing out Inferno. And this is another series where Anubis wasn't the map pick here of Vitality. It was floated into a ban from Faze, so it won't be seen at all. And, well, just goes to show you they don't need Anubis, even though they're on a 5-map win streak on that map. If I remember correctly, these 2 this year, there are people who are somewhat close, but, you know, karrigan and Snappy don't stand to their accomplishments and their consistency. Whoa. Oh, okay. This is the last thing you need.
No way! Come on!
I heard that flames rise.
CT peek through and wild blind. He goes ahead and slams down another. Nasty on the entry, a jumping AK headshot. They're already up 11-4, and he hits him while in the sky.
You're kidding. You know, I'd feel bad if Faze didn't get so many crazy shots to kick this game off in Apex. Well, he wants in on the action.
He's been so sharp as well.
Wow.
The flamez taken to the top of the scoreboard for Vitality on a succulent double entry.
And that conversation, you know, Apex and karrigan, something karrigan's famous for. Every time he gets a new player, they do well right away, whether it's a stand-in or a new addition. And it has been great. Of course, he's in a grand final right now with Frozen, of course. His former teammate, to be fair, but still a new system and new roles for him. Apex has done that this year more than once.
That's the thing, right? We sit here and praise karrigan for his greatness and his ability to integrate, and apparently his ability to take a couple players with him.
I'm sure he himself struggled with that.
This time Frozen opens up. We put Apex on a pedestal, but oh no. Oh, it's at least brought back, but mezii taking zywoo out of the round. He's got some slack to pick up beyond it, and so this one gets a little wonky. mezii looking human. If he wants to pass zywoo, he's got to make sure he doesn't get any more kills. zywoo looking for his, is it 18th consecutive?
18th MVP. God. The only player to get MVPs in Vitality's history.
Rain's first multi-kill round of the entire map. Banana gets shut down for once. And spinx falls victim to the instant peek from Rain. Is that a sign of things to come?
Wow, for dignity here, Faze. Very nice, and a good opening from Frozen. We can take...
We saw Vitality take 10 rounds in a row versus Navi. That was 9 against Faze in the middle of the half. Oh! Just like that! What? Simply the best. On an AK, zywoo comes in with 3. And it doesn't matter how great you may be, mezii trying to put forth his best performance in the Vitality jersey. You will forever be in the shadow of the greatness that is zywoo. spinx here to close it. And that is the reality of playing versus Vitality. Every single time you were against the most consistent 4 easy headshots for zywoo and another easy opening map for Vitality.
Of mezii, you know, he's never had a structure like this. He's never been comfortably in position at clock versus an exec that's coming to him with prophylaxis from the team where he's there early.
Hold on, dude. 2 are gushed.
He has to get the bomb. That's the one thing.
With a low HP player sitting on it.
Oh,
goes ahead and
hold on. This is taking way too long.
spinx. And the fact that he's also down to 20 HP, only 20 seconds on the clock. Frozen in black and red, looking for gold. Just barely enough time to make this possible. They layer on top of one another, which means he could still do this! Frozen! Oh my god!
How?
Strikes C9 peeks in. He duels versus ropz, who sure enough opens this up. Now the pistols can flood out, and ropz has gone ahead to get a second. 1 AK and a dream.
Oh, it's a vent drop. The rotations are not in place just yet. They were both trying to go up to heaven. There's a chance for a plant and a chance to push as well. They're planning for decon.
Rain's on the close wall of the ramp room. This would be a perfect way for Faze to respond.
It's a nice transposition here from ropz to reinforce this setup. He could trade.
Just keep ropz covered. Keep ropz in a position to go for trades. It's going to take mighty accuracy. Down goes Rain. ropz gets his 3rd. His other teammate over towards the door. Apex duels with that one. That's info for ropz. Finally, he's dead. CTs don't need the kit. They get there in time to survive, but close rounds back to back.
Yeah, but it's King mezii once again to put a stamp on things. That's a 10-second.
Cross, well-timed nade, but it doesn't actually blow open the smoke. That one will, and there's a player down here in mezii. Oh, nice headshot.
My god, the push forward? He goes up the stairs? Oh my god.
That's not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, so we got Zika control, outside presence, but low numbers. Apex does not want to give that away. Because positionally, Faze are okay. Crossing a minute. They have both options with Secret and Lobby still intact. Flamez doesn't even have to burn his smoke too early. And how does he transpose? Now, normal setup is to jump up the clock. Are we looking for any rotations? Look at the CTs right now. They're top sight.
zywoo's in the open. ropz sees him, and that's nothing for zywoo on the A-hold. But a missed Molotov to heaven. Just let Apex take a quick glimpse. We've still got players downstairs, so Flamez is going to have to try to find a way up vent. There's a little delay here because Apex is trying to go back around for the main wrap where a smoke grenade's about to go down. Then that molly does find its mark up in heaven, which means spinx has been deterred for a little while. Bomb's ticking quick, and Flamez the only kid. spinx comes out from heaven, gets his. broky instant trade from behind the fence. Nice crossfire with ropz there towards Hut. Oh! Headshot on top to seal the deal.
It's about time we got a little ropz. And that was
quiet on Inferno. Specifically, so it feels like the odds are we could get him, and there it is. Opening headshot towards ramp. ropz establishing 5v4s faster than Faze could ever get back on Inferno, but a well-timed peek from Apex as he just kept his head down. zywoo's Desert Eagle starts to miss shots though, so the pistols crumble under the weight of the follow-up into the ramp room, and Faze seeming like they've got an open door to grand finals.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
Yeah, he's been impressively good, at the new game, which is something that we expected. A lot of new players want to see ropz and these types of guys to fly out in front of their competition after sort of learning from them for all these years. Prepping for the chance to pass.
Rain looking to carve a path
There
down.
he is.
He does it again consistently. These 5v4s. But really nothing matters other than where spinx gets up to. Unless apparently zywoo with a U. Whoa, hey! Settle down now. mezii to the moon. It was all about spinx's solo M4, and he didn't even get a piece of the action. This was just a clean, easy upper take out of Faze. How is this USP doing all this damage?
It's just in the hands of the right man. The other cool thing for Faze here when we talk about nuke is Frozen. The fact that, he comes from mezii, their best nuke player. So they get to seal that away. Now, of course, Twist was one of the explosive players on the T side for Faze as well. It's just about Frozen being able to supplant that. Could he pass him is the question.
zywoo is such a nuisance. Finally going down here, but that's still 2 USP kills. spinx versus Rain. Hang on. All's good here for the one rifle of vitality.
And he'll run. It goes unchecked for now.
Same path from Rain though as last round in front of the red box.
He doesn't
zywoo,
see it.
He's gonna sniff him out. Now spinx gets some damage in, but on the reload, he gets pushed. ropz just barrels out of Hut with a teammate, and the Heaven player's dead. Nicely tethered there between broky, ropz, and karrigan.
Yeah, crank that pace, Faze. Maybe those two moments coalesce perfectly. Maybe they knew they could elicit the spam. Either way, it's a perfect punish.
More pressure on the A floor. zywoo and mezii are so ready to go.
Yeah. They've
Get
got
some
that
damage
baton
as well.
in.
That was well timed by flamez, softening up a player that is an unconfirmed drop to the lower site. There is nobody down there.
They aren't
None
ready.
at all for vitality.
They don't know that he's crossed and the vent drop happens.
Wow.
Oh, and no punishment either.
Now it will happen, sure enough.
Okay.
spinx not gonna let broky get away. zywoo remains posted, but again, nobody downstairs.
Oh my God, they successfully opened the door without anybody knowing. Now the push forward can cap it, but you hear the flicker of the scope, and the first kill comes down. karrigan,
Nice.
2 frags, and they can join hands now with ropz. He's inside of the ramp.
And the rotator's gonna have no idea.
He's lurking.
There's no idea for the ramp player. Apex is already dead. Only flamez to come out with more.
How did they pull that off? That's the best round so far called here from karrigan with his kills in the mix. This is the perfect balance between what we saw in Inferno and what we're getting now. They're getting the map control, they're getting the slight lurks, they're not overcommitting, and the players who are entering are still with the pack. And karrigan finds the perfect timing, and that was broky with an option, ropz with an option getting lower, and karrigan with an option. So it's gonna be a missed call.
karrigan starting to pick up the tempo here. CT spotted on the smoke, but we've got a long range angle here from zywoo. They lose 2 players outer. Faze on fire and evening out.
Yeah. More spotted outside. That's massive information. They're going to feel insecure about the fact they don't have lobby.
but it's a deagle with mezii to try and hold the cross. zywoo easily shaves broky off. It flames. It's a one and done. So Rain into the clutch. He posts 2 kills in an instant. And with a flash wide, he's got time to play this however he damn well chooses. But zywoo has been the end-all of so many players.
Yeah.
Emet on A denied.
Inferno wasn't his map, but it's still a great day for Rain, but zywoo will deny it. The clutch denier.
Multiple 1vx's back on Inferno, posts his first here.
Easy to do when you're the best.
Faze very clearly wary of the possibility here. As he's about to have his hands full, shadow advantage. He knows it's coming. He's on high alert, and he tries to take the peak, tries to take the initiative. But now they will flood into the waiting arms of zywoo, who misses his shot off the flash.
Man,
and Rain simultaneously gets downstairs. I mean, he could post up on vent, so it's going to have to be Apex. It has to be. His support far off. Frozen comes wide. Apex keeps all his health. Flames picks up the upper kill, and broky able to answer back in the bomb site. ropz plays on a classic position. Posted above on full display for any kind of a ramp retake. The CTs aren't coming in. No way! A shot through the doorway. ropz off the top rope. He knows their approach, but until they exit, he can hit them. zywoo the first. spinx, it's a beautiful split between the other two, and Vitality closed the gap.
It's perfect spacing and perfect pacing. That's a beautiful...
Raindrops make sound, and mezii's on high alerts. Easy pickup for mezii from the corner. Frozen's up next, and he's got his name again. Now the threat of that A hit is real, but in reality, we've got bomb downstairs. And spinx still committed to inside of lobby. You've got zywoo in the back corner, peeking wide, dropping bodies as he does, one after another. And with decon swung, now the T's know that there's 2 down here. zywoo's gonna try to close that distance into broky.
He's coming for it.
Battle the ops, he shuts the door in his face, holds the trigger. T's cannot get in. You are not allowed to cross this line. No time, no round, we're tied.
Oh my God, from zywoo, the way he controlled that. Oh my God, this is a big blind spot right here.
But it's gonna take time to get onto Silo silently.
Every round, spinx has learned so much. Apex gets 1 frag, spinx still goes unnoticed. Everybody's chipping in.
ropz has to activate inside lobby, so now that just reopens the possibility of spinx, who's gonna be coming in from T-spawn. And there's no way ropz would see this coming. At least ropz has been able to get beyond his initial point. So suddenly Vitality are kind of scratching their heads. Like, where the hell did ropz get off to?
ropz is literally looking for him right now. He's literally looking for the guy on top site, trying to figure out when he's going to finally peak.
And spinx decides to say, screw it, let ropz go. Let me go clear outside.
Yeah, he's played this perfectly. I mean, what can you say?
It's gonna be an easy shot to the back of broky's brain. It's gonna be bomb down outer, and it's gonna be ropz in a disastrous position here in round 11. He tried his damnedest, 13th frag on the round as he exited into the A site, but that 1 kill, and he's looking for something else, nothing to tug on.
Yes, and he's finally got that info. Oh, wow. Guess he had pushed hut. And ropz decided to hold it one way. spinx goes in again because he wasn't spotted last time. He ended up looking like the ramp player when he went to trophy side to hold the angle.
Are better. Utility rumbling around Apex. karrigan gets an easy peek into the site. Rain, he'll best Apex.
That
spinx is stuck in the corner. He's got a teammate inside of the hut. But flames take some damage. Luckily here for Vitality, it's ropz on only 9 HP. But that 9 health makes a world of difference. Barrel spotted, and zywoo's still in the mix, and we always say it, as long as zywoo's alive, then Vitality's chance right there with him. Nade to the wrong mark.
ropz up top.
He's hiding with his head tucked down, just trying to buy as much time as possible. Both these CTs on the approach with kits, and zywoo, aware of the possibility, flamez just down beneath him. ropz, he can't manage. zywoo looking for yet another clutch. I think a 4th in this series, as broky's wounded and just on the deagle. zywoo trying to press him down, finds his kill, but needs to what zywoo can do. He's leading the charge into the ramp. We've got dual Berettas in the pocket. broky shuts him down, but then it gets away from him. He's got a teammate trying to help. Sure enough,
Tear him up.
they put their players in position, and they shred Vitality in the pistol.
Yeah. this round's to tie.
I feel like this is a half they should be confident in. Again, banking on the ropz plays.
And Rain can definitely go from 0 to hero on CT side, but double swing from the pistols. He's dead.
Oh, careful.
Oh man, you're playing
very
fire.
careful.
What?
Be careful.
Oh, karrigan, a taste of his own medicine. The trade back, but that's 2 players left, 1 spotted now.
They can't afford this.
Man.
It's got to be recovered by ropz.
Oh, they were both known inside of hell. ropz down to 20 HP. They're going to need a savior, and ropz continues to be aggressive.
broky's going deep into the lobby to make sure that one's clear. ropz falls down beneath. It's Tech9s and Deagles out of Vitality. It was a chance for Faze. They look so happy with that ramp hold.
Man, mistake outside. I mean, I want to say mistake outside. Mechanical failure outside from Rain. They need him to farm on CT side. He's going to be solo. He's a mercenary for their CT side. His individual level matters a ton, especially on nuke. And that was 2 pistols to take him out, swinging through a smoke. It's going to happen. It just can't happen right now.
broky doesn't even have a chance to bring this one back, so just when you thought Inferno...
And people aren't just going to switch soft spots based on form. You know what I mean? So you can't just pray they go into your best player.
He's got to step it up. Stepping forward is broky's 5-7, but zywoo clipping Frozen. It's desperate for Faze. It was always going to be on the force buy. It really feels like it's all about these pistols just serving up a distraction long enough for ropz to come out miraculously with that MP9. But Vitality, they're not going to make the same mistake. They're not going to step on this landmine. They'll just wait.
Yeah, they are looking to be persistent, but at their own pace.
They have the utility to do exactly this, but again, the closer they get to that vent, the closer they get to ropz. He swings out with the SMG, but he can't track the second. It's flamez to make a difference, and Apex to close it. Vitality
literally take this one, and I can understand why. The revenge, playing him in a rematch after the form that they've shown before.
Okay. An interesting turn of events with just vanilla pistols. There's a Zeus in play. And Apex getting dangerously close, but he will go ahead and reopen this A site. Pressure was mounting. He punctures through. Lets a little air out of Faze's tires, as it always should have been with USPs. Caught out by the MAC-10 of zywoo as well, so it's extra money. And a 10th round posted by Vitality. Vitality's map picks, back-to-back series, just go down so smooth.
They didn't even need Anubis in the veto to feel comfortable. Crazy to say.
At least in Copenhagen, the second map, nuke again, Faze able to push it all the way. 13-11 was the final score, so it felt like, you know, just a little more, and we could have gone all 3. Faze could have had a better chance. One event later, and we have mezii that much higher up on the scoreboards. Implemented better by Apex and Xtaz, and if they can just continue to grow the gap between what's supposed to play and another one on main, it's Apex just playing with them a little bit. flamez has been bested on the 1 of 3 entries, and so suddenly this A site looks rock solid.
Okay, a full denial. No chance here for zywoo. That's it. This round's been stomped out. Every lurk stopped. They got a little bit fishy. A little bit scary there for Faze. They didn't know exactly where everything was coming, but every single individual put up theirs. Rain with 2. Rain on 12 now.
From Faze, karrigan comes into lobby and gets caught though. spinx with a great reposition, but that does allow for the double CT setup downstairs in sight. ropz using the silo as cover. broky, it's a one and done. ropz gets dinked and zywoo takes his head off. Plenty of time as well for this bomb to go down with a double man advantage. Rain, does he try to press the issue? He had a chance if he wanted to with zywoo looking the other way, but it feels like far too much of a gamble with Vitality this close to tournament point. He doesn't want to take that risk, and it will cost them.
Oh, like he was on duty right there, but the cross happened. Nobody was back in hell. There was no broky holding it with an op. There was no info right there, and they got down lower. They maintained lurks. spinx so crafty, changing it up with his lurks, and that's why he, for me, has been the lurker of the year.
Looking to shut it all down too. Frozen's gun hits the ground.
For me, even over ropz this year, you know, a lot of the lurkers this year have made strides, massive strides. flamez has made massive strides. ropz has become more than just a lurker, in my opinion. Oh, now they're getting tied up. There's 2 pieces of resources there. The lurk continues to build. Oh, but broky, good awareness.
Yeah.
That was good awareness. They had no idea he was out there.
just wary of the possibility. Karrigan sits atop the door in a comfortable 5v3. Mezii's gonna clear it.
What?
Is A site open? Because you've got another player wrapping around in heaven, and zywoo. I mean, it's one thing to lose the 4v5, but this was 3 players left for Vitality.
And they get heaven control.
And a Molotov down into vent, that's gonna deter ropz for the time being.
No.
Mezii gets his.
He keeps going. That pre-clear. That was supposed to be one free one for Karrigan. He gets exposed.
A little bit of spam damage on the vent. But Rain, it feels so desperate, and we've already seen Faze just sulk away from these kinds of retakes because it doesn't feel like they can do this.
Yeah, they're broke. They have no Molotov.
It doesn't feel like they can stop them because Vitality, in a 3v5, crack open the A site like it's nothing.
Here they are on championship point after this round in another beautiful default, showing a lot of variety with their attacks. Slow, fast, getting away, getting into secret, and countering this particular.
All for Vitality to just use the distance, use the gap, and honestly, keep abusing Rain. Slow series, and he loses his head to flames. zywoo has an abundance of teammates nowadays to also bank on. Mezii right behind him coming into the grand finals. Apex looking like he has just ran back years of lackluster fragging. And Apex has found a route into the A site just like that, 5v2. Because no matter how hard Faze tried, and no matter how great they looked at the dawn of CS2, their challenger has stepped forth and stomped them out, not once, but seemingly twice. The bane of Karrigan's existence, as it felt like they were just gonna run away with CS2. spinx on full HP, ready inside of main. There is not a damn thing that Faze can do. broky with an auto shotty. It reeks of desperation and the greatness that Vitality bring to the server yet again.
They've done it. That's the World Final, the Fall Final, Gamers 8, Paris, and Rio, all in 1 year. Vitality with Apex and 3 different members, 3 different teams, have proved it over and over again.
Proving it this time as well without Zonic, right?